Hey everybody, welcome back to Dutch Shed Builds, and I've got some cool stuff for you today. I got a new motorcycle which I'm going to show you in this video. It's just going to be an introduction and just a walk around on the bike, and I'll just show you how I picked it up already a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months actually, like in the summer. And we're going to start off with that cool new bike, and I'll tell you in a minute what it is. Other thing is, thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't already, please keep doing that. I really love it. I'm inching towards 1,000 and I hope to get there by the end of the year. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Tell your friends, share the video, like, subscribe, you know what to do. Also, I've got new merch, Dutch Shed Builds merch. You can find it on my eBay store. There is this link and I'll put it in the description as well, of course. You can get this cool t-shirt, which is actually my cafe racer. My sister-in-law, she drew the picture and I put it on the shirt. Got one of a Honda CX as well. Got all sorts of different stuff in the shop. Got this pretty cool hat as well. It's embroidered, so it will stick on. All sorts of different hats as well, so please check it out. They're not expensive. They're usually shipped either from the US or from Europe, so it should take only a couple of days to get them. And it helped me out. So for now, I just want to say, enjoy the video, sit back and watch the bike, and I'll post a lot more on that bike because I have been working on it. All right, cheers, see you on the other end. Hey, welcome back to the Shed Builds. It's me, Jerome. I am in a rental car and I am right now in the south of Germany, about 400k from my own home, and I picked up another bike. I saw this thing on the interweb and I had to get it. It was something I was looking at for a long time. It is, well, it's a Honda Goldwing, a GL1100, so that's a 4-cylinder this time, which is a bit bigger than I'm used to. I'm not going to restore it completely. I want to get it up and running, make it look nice and a-okay. Maybe get some tires on it, stuff like that, carb work, you know, drill. And yeah, just try and sell it because it's actually a pretty nice bike. I just had to drive a shitload of kilometers to get it, which is ridiculous. But I'm on vacation anyway. I had a day kind of not doing anything, so I might as well just sit 8 hours in the car and pick up a bike while doing that. But I think all the time in the world right now, so I'll tell you the story about this motorcycle. The guy I bought it from is Andre, and he's got like a garage in Germany. It was like underground. It was really warm and dry, especially. And the bike's been sitting there for about since 2007. So it's a long time. And he got the bike. He bought it from relatives of people that died. So like an elderly couple, they had the bike. They drove on it like little trips. But they kind of stopped riding it, and then they died, and the bike was sitting in the garage, and then their relatives sold the bike to the guy that I bought it from. So basically, that bike hasn't seen that many miles or kilometers, and it's been sitting since 2007 in a dry garage. Now it's got some rust and stuff like that. It's bound to, and it will need a lot of TLC. That's the story on that bike, so I think that was a good story and a good reason to pick it up. Traffic jam now, just like roadworks everywhere, so it's going to be a long drive. I think about 5 hours, maybe 4 from this point. We'll see.
6 hours later.
Well, I am home and this is the bike. Goldwing 1981. This is a Series 2. I've already taken the cases off because they were like really crappy. The screen didn't fit in the back of the van, but there's a crack in it, but the shield itself is okay, but I like it without. So that is it. With this crazy rack at the front. Now all the chrome fittings are like this, as you can see, so it is crusty. It is a Barnfind, as they say, but that's the cool part. That's the business end. So this is a tank cover that's dent free. It's just dirty. Only got this ugly thing on it. The tank's over there. The seat, king and queen seat, is okay. I think tires are shot. They're old, but that's it. So a 4-cylinder. It cranks over. At least the engine's free, so that's cool. I'll do a rundown later on. I just need to get it out of the van. So I'll just get in. This is a tank cover, so you can open this like a little compartment. There is the front. There should be a suspension warning light here. I'm really curious when I hook up a battery. It says 27,000 kilometers. I think it's more, but we don't know really. Handles are shot. This thing's in need of some assistance. Well, everything is basically. Air suspension. I really hope that works still. Probably still looks good. We'll find out soon enough. So yeah, this is a fuel pump. Let's see if that works. I don't know. Helmet holder. These are carbs. Plugs are in this. That's important. So no rust there. And as you can see, it is from the US of A. So this is originally an American bike. And the area I got it in, there's actually an old army base there, an American army base. So I think they brought it over. I'm not sure, but they might have.
Oh, I know war, my friend. I stormed the beaches at Normandy. Yeah! Of course, it was 1958, so the resistance wasn't quite as stiff.
No running! I said no running!
I'm not running!
School bike. Love it.
Wat is dat?
Ben je benieuwd?
Hij loopt.
Hij loopt gewoon wel niet, Sjoek.
Oeh, bijna. Dat denk je meer, toch echt?
Oh. Hij gaat uit.
The next day.
So here she is in the shed. Yeah, how cool is this? What a big bike. This is heavy. 1100 cc's. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've kind of been tinkering with my friends yesterday, and we actually got it running, like really short like you saw. But the carbs, they are flooding the engine over here. I haven't taken it apart yet, but that is a problem. But yeah, just have a look around this bike. So I know it's an 81 model because it's got a single caliper left and right and over there at the back. If it was a later model, Series 2, it would have a dual piston, which it doesn't. Now this bike has been sitting for a really long time, and I know that because it's stated in the paperwork. So from 2007 it has not been driven, and the bike is from 1981. It drove before that, but not that many miles, so 27,000, could be 127,000 of course, I don't know, but if you look at the engine, that is like really nice. Of course there's some corrosion here, but the bike looks really clean. So either it's been sprayed over or it's just really good. Look at the frame also, which is underneath here. Now the bike is still really, really dirty, but the frame actually looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna have a bit of a tear down. I've already taken this off because of course the battery is completely dead. But this is still intact. The only thing is they've made this 12 volt thingy over here. So they actually ruined it, but yeah, we could do something else maybe. But I've taken that off. Put a small battery in for just now. And it takes over, so that's really nice actually. And as you can see, there's like paper everywhere, small pieces of paper. So there's been mice. I've already hoovered some of it away. Let's have a look at this engine over here. Sorry, the seat is completely okay. There's not like a crack or anything. This has just been worn down, and of course it's really dirty. So, but as you can see, the seat's like really nice still. Yeah. Maybe not pretty, but still intact. No, that's all the dirt it's got. Of course, this is the fuel tank. That's not over here, because this is just a cover. I'll get the keys out. That's how you open it. That's pretty cool. Some spark plugs in here. You can take this out, like a little tray. Here's a filler cap. And actually, that is pretty good. There is some rust here, but I've already checked inside. There is surface rust, but it is not too bad at all. It sounds good, but I need to get the fuel out because it's really stinking up my garage. We're gonna have a go and trying to undo that. I've already been soaking it all night because that is where the air filter is. That's pretty cool. There's the fuses, and over there is a coolant bottle. Don't know if you can undo this easily. No. I'm going to take this this thing off in a minute. I thought it would sit like that. There you go. I'm doing something wrong. Now it's got an alarm on it, as you can see, which is over here. And there were cases with this thing. They're over there. They are from another bike. They're not Goldwing, but this is. But it's the paint's all faded. It's really terrible. There's some crap in there as well. Gonna get rid of it. But I don't think I'm gonna use these things again at the back. I'm gonna leave it as is. What else can I show you? This is for the fuel gauge. Now, I don't know if that should go up when you turn the key, because I've got light, as you can see. That works. I believe the front light works as well. Yep. In the back. And maybe brake even works. Let's have a look. Yeah, they work. This one as well. Oh yeah, that works also. So that's pretty cool. Don't think the lights in here are working, which could be a fuse. Pass, high beam. And see, high beam also over here. Pass. And that works. So that's pretty cool. Horn doesn't work. Now that could be a fuse. And starter works, of course, as you hear. So starter motor works, which is really nice. The only thing is this weird alarm system. We tried it yesterday and don't think it really does anything. You need to turn this key over here. But I don't know when it's engaged or not engaged. So I've turned it now. Let's see what it does. There we go. I think the battery's starting to die. Let's turn this down again. No, the battery's dead now. So I think the immobilizer does do something. I guess it cuts out spark somehow. So, but I do want to take it out, I think, because it's really ugly. Anyhows. What else? It's got a caliper at the back over here, these bikes, so that's pretty cool. But we need to check that out. This is really tight. It's got air suspension, which I don't know anything about. So you need to like fill this somehow. I haven't really checked any videos on it, so I'll have to do that. I don't have a manual for it yet. What else? What else? There is, of course, the fuel pump, which I'm not familiar with. This is the fuel pump, which can cause problems, but I already know it's pumping fuel, so I've seen that when we started it earlier. So I think it works. What else? We've got the brake fluid for the rear brake caliper. This is for the front calipers. Yeah, it's got these really massive blinkers over here, which kind of cool. I don't know. But all in all, it's just like really dirty. The radiator, it looks really good. Actually, you can't really tell, but that's like replaced, I think. This is where the timing belts are. There's one on this side and there's one on the other side. I will need to do that if I want to get it running. There's a filler cap for the radiator. And of course this is totally gone. So that will need to be addressed. This is kind of corroded also. Well, the lines are all, well, especially these brake lines, they're like really crapped out. It's got two horns, one on each side. Yeah, but that is the bike. The exhaust, I think the one on the other side has got a leak in it. But the bike looks really clean underneath. It just stinks of fuel, like really bad. Carbs really need to be taken off. So I'm going to take off that ugly part at the back and take off this tank cover, have a look underneath. Now this bike is really cool. It's just in a not so nice state right now. So really want to get it looking better, clean it up a bit, and check most of the important components. As I clearly don't have enough projects already. Anyway, you can never have enough bikes. You all know that.
Our bikes everywhere.
Are so many bikes.
So many.
This Honda GL will need a lot of love and a lot of attention and money as well. So please get some merch. That would be lovely. So what do we need to do? Quick rundown. The tank needs to be looked into for the rust. The carbs need to come off. They're leaking right now at a particular point. see if I can change that, and everything has to come apart and be cleaned, of course. Going from the carbs, we go back to the coils. That crazy immobilizer is still in there. We need to take that out. Get rid of the suitcase thingies that are still in the back. Get rid of those. From the coils, go to spark plugs. See if we've got spark. Replace spark plugs as well. Check if we've got some good compression as well. That will be important. From compression, we go to the oil filter, replace all that. Go from the coolant, from that, replace coolant, see if we've got any leaks and stuff like that. Then check out the radiator if there's problems. Timing belts are really important with this one as well. If they are old and they are brittle and they break, then the bike just gets screwed over. Do valve clearance stuff as well. Surface rust on the entire bike. The instrument panel at the front, the dash, is like really corroded. Need to work on that as well. The seat was fine, of course, you saw that. The paintwork on the tank is always, or the tank cover is good. Fuel lines, brake lines, brakes, calipers, all that stuff. Tires. And the only thing we don't have to do is electrics, I think. That's all fine. And shocks. So front and back. See if the ones at the back actually work, because they're air-based shocks. And the front are, of course, just fluid ones. Change the fluid. There doesn't seem to be any leaks on the thingies, you know what I mean. But I'll just replace them. They're like really cheap. So, but that's the big task ahead. I've already done a lot of stuff as I filmed this, because there's like a few weeks in between. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with this intro. I hope you like the bike. Please subscribe. Closing in on 1,000 on YouTube. Getting there by the end of the year would be pretty cool. Thank you all for that. And get to merch.